Hello, hello. What is going on, Rebel fam? Welcome back to the second episode of Rebel Woo. We are so fucking psyched that you're here, tuning your frequency with us again for another deep dive into sacred power, radical expansion, and remembering who the fuck you are beneath all that noise.
All that noise, the programming, the expectations, the conditioning, it's layered over who we really are. But underneath it, your truth never left. Your power never left. Today, we're pulling all that shit back and getting real about what it takes to actually shift your life. Not just talk about it. Stripping it back and remembering how to create from the real you. Let's dive in.
Let's dive in. But before we jump into today's episode, we want to take a moment to check in with you. So if you tuned in with us last week, we gave you a journal prompt and an action step, right?
Yep. So last week's action step, Soul Spark, was: where in your life have you been playing by someone else's rules? Did you do the homework?
And your action step, your rebel move, was pick one belief or pattern to break. Think about it for a second. Did you take a moment to really feel into that journal prompt? Did you pick a belief and start shifting out of it?
Well, if you did,
hell yeah!
We're so proud of you.
Yes.
We're so proud of you. And if you didn't, no shame, no guilt. This path is about showing up as you are when you're ready. Maybe today's your day.
Today is your day.
All right. So today we're talking about something that's been hijacked, watered down, and honestly, completely misunderstood in the spiritual space for way too long.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is that thing? Drum roll,
Drum roll.
please. Manifesting!
Manifesting without the fucking bullshit, right? We're getting into what actually works, not that fake high vibe only crap. Write 1,000 affirmations and get that shiny new car, right?
We'll bust some myths about manifestation, share what really codes abundance into your energy field, and break down why just thinking happy thoughts is not the vibe if you really want expansion.
Yeah, so if you're ready to ditch the fluff, embody the truth, and unlock some serious abundance, let's fucking go!
Welcome to Rebel Woo with your hosts Eddie Daniels
and Nati,
where we're breaking rules, raising vibrations, and rewriting the script of reality.
This is your space to ditch the BS, embrace your authentic self, and explore the wild, untamed magic of life.
Are you ready to rebel, rise, and rock your soul?
Are you ready to rebel, rise, and rock your soul?
Let's do this!
All right, let's start where most people get tripped up. Manifestation isn't what a lot of people have been sold. It's not just wishing harder. It's not pretending to be happy when you're dying inside. It's not writing endless affirmations like we just spoke about, thinking that new shiny car is around the corner.
Yeah, it's not about thinking positive and ignoring everything real happening in your life. It's not about faking a smile while your body is screaming survival mode underneath.
Yeah, it's also not about hustle. You can't hustle your way into alignment. You can work 24/7 and still be vibrating at fear, at lack, at separation. Trust me, I've been there.
And it's not about earning it either. The universe isn't rewarding you for being a good little manifester. There's no scoreboard, no cosmic point system.
Yeah. And so manifestation doesn't happen because you're good enough either. It happens because you're aligned. Period.
Yeah. So if you've ever felt like, I'm doing everything right, why isn't it working? It's not about effort. It's about frequency.
Yeah. And that's
frequency.
And that's what we're here to break open today. So if manifestation isn't about wishing, hustling, or earning, what is it really about? Let's slow this all the way down.
Manifestation is about energy. It's about alignment. It's about tuning your field to match the reality that's already vibrating in the greater field around you.
And let's be clear, that reality already exists right now in the quantum field, in the infinite possibilities surrounding you. It's not something you have to chase or invent or, it's already here.
And if you're not living it yet, it's not because it doesn't exist. It's because your current energy isn't tuned into that station yet.
Yeah, it's like a radio or like a TV. The song or the channel you want is already playing. But until you tune your dial to that, channel, that frequency, you're stuck hearing static or worse, somebody else's channel.
And tuning your energy isn't just thinking different thoughts. It's clearing the noise underneath, the survival programming, the fear, the unconscious old beliefs, all the energetic weight that's been scrambling your signal without you even realizing it.
Yeah, so manifestation is about resonance. When your energy resonates with the frequency of abundance, love, health, joy, those realities, they lock onto you like a magnet, right? You don't have to chase them. You become the actual match for them.
And the universe, the field, it has no choice but to reflect you back to yourself.
Yeah, that's not magic. I mean, it's a little magic, right? that's energetic
magic.
That's fucking physics. So how do blocks happen, right? So if the abundance, the possibilities, the life you want already exists in the greater field, why aren't we living it yet?
Because our energy fields aren't matching the frequency yet.
Yeah, and so let's talk about that a little bit more. When we talk about your energy, you're talking about your whole system, your beliefs, your emotions, your nervous system, your subconscious wiring, your aura, all of it.
The whole Megillah.
Yeah, everything you are is broadcasting a signal 24/7.
And most of that signal gets programmed early on in life from family experiences, your environment, the stories you heard, the stories you tell yourself, the pain you went through.
Yeah, you learn fear, you learn scarcity, you learned that you have to hustle and struggle for what you want. You may have learned that speaking your truth pushes people away. You learned that dreaming too big only sets you up for disappointment.
And here's the thing. This isn't about blaming your parents, your past, or anything that shaped you. It's about recognizing what you inherited and choosing to clear it, choosing to upgrade your energy, choosing to become a conscious creator of your life instead of unconsciously recycling the old pain.
Those old frequencies, they sink deep into your system. They sit in your body, they wire into your nervous system, they become part of the energy field you're broadcasting. So even if your mind is saying something else.
Yeah. Your unconscious is only one breath away. That's an important thing to remember. And this is why it can feel so hard to shift, because on the surface, you're saying, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant. But underneath, your system is still running subconscious survival codes.
Yeah, and the universe, the field, whatever you want to call it, it mirrors the deeper signal, not the surface words.
That's why awareness is everything. You have to be honest about what's actually moving in your field.
Right. You can't clear what you won't look at. You can't shift what you're pretending isn't there.
Yeah, and once you see it, once you're real about it, you can start to clear it.
And that's when the field starts shifting with you.
Clearing your field.
Yeah. All right. So you might be wondering, okay, if my energy is carrying all this old programming, how the hell do I actually start clearing it?
Yeah, and let's be real, clearing your field isn't just mindset work. It's full body, full soul process.
Yeah, it's shadow work, meeting the parts of yourself you were taught to reject. It's facing the wounds you buried to survive, owning the rage, the grief, the fear, and transmuting that back into power.
It's belief work, getting underneath the surface stories and clearing the deeper codes you're operating from.
It's nervous system work, rewiring the part of you that thinks fear and struggle are safer than expansion.
It's also identity work, choosing to stop living as the survival self and stepping into the soul self.
And it's energy work, tuning into your field, scanning your system, clearing the places in your body and energetic field where old survival codes are still running. That tightness, that numbness, that's your body calling you to become aware, to finally meet what's been ignored this whole time.
Your energy field is your lived vibration. It's the sum of your thoughts, emotions, memories, and past experiences, all still echoing in your system. And here's the thing, journaling and mindset work can be very powerful tools to start the shift, but they don't always fully clear the frequency from your field.
That's where so many people get stuck, right? They gain awareness, they shift the thought, they feel the feeling, but the deeper energy, the vibration underneath, is still holding the old imprint. And if that frequency doesn't shift, the pattern can, sneak right back in.
In our deeper work that happens in the courses, we guide you through clearing and realigning your energy system in a way that actually holds. But even now, just asking, where am I holding tension? Where am I bracing? Where do I feel it in my body? Where do I feel heavy, stuck, or energetically off? That awareness alone begins to shift the field.
Because emotional release is powerful, right? Mindset work is powerful, but for lasting change, your field has to match your truth. That's where energetic alignment comes in.
So what do we actually mean by energetic alignment? It's not just about feeling better. It's when your thoughts, emotions, nervous system, and energetic field are all resonating with the version of reality that you're calling in.
Yeah, it's clearing what's not you and choosing to hold what is. It's a conscious embodiment of the life that's already encoded in your soul, not just thinking about it, but actually becoming it.
And when that happens, that's when things start moving. That's when the field starts responding, because now you're finally speaking the language of the reality you're calling in.
Yeah, it manifests a lot faster. So one of my favorite examples of this is from Dr. Joe Dispenza, which I love. He tells a story of a woman who had severe spinal injury. She was barely able to walk. And yeah, I remember that she didn't just do it once and bounce, she just kept showing up, shifting her energy, clearing her field until one day she stands up, healed. She stopped identifying with the version of herself that was broken, and she matched the frequency of the healed version. And reality had no choice but to actually reflect it.
That's the level we're talking about here, not spiritual fluff, quantum level identity upgrades.
Yeah, it's vibrational work. Choosing love over fear, choosing trust over collapse, choosing sovereignty over programming, choosing joy over numbness, choosing presence over distraction.
Yeah. And listen, you don't have to have all this work done before you start seeing massive shifts in your life. It's layers. We're like an onion.
Yeah, right. Every clearing, every breath of awareness, every brave choice that you make opens your field wider, You'll still create massive shifts just by choosing to start adjusting your slate, your story, your signal.
But the deeper you go, the faster the field meets you.
Exactly.
The faster your reality upgrades to match who you're becoming.
Yeah, so clearing your field is an act of fucking radical self-love, right? Because you're claiming the truth of who you really are.
Yeah, and getting rid of the bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's messy sometimes. It's not always pretty. There can be lots of tears. But every time you choose awareness over autopilot, every time you choose compassion over collapse, you're clearing another layer. You're upgrading your energetic blueprint in real time.
Yeah. So, and sometimes that shit feels a little unfamiliar, right? But yeah, that's good, right? So clearing your field sounds great, right? Until you're actually in it. Shifting that energy doesn't always feel like rainbows and butterflies in the beginning.
Yeah, not a lot of people talk about that part. Everybody wants to be feeling high vibes 24/7, but real change, real energetic upgrading can be super messy sometimes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For a lot of us, our system has been wired for survival. It's been wired for struggle, for scarcity, for fear. So when you start clearing that old shit, there's finally space. Your body, your mind, your emotions, they may freak out a little bit.
Because to your ego, struggle feels safe. Hustling feels normal. Doubting yourself feels familiar. So the ego is like,
I went through this big time, right? We had just wrapped this super intense stretch of work, and I was dealing with a stressful situation and a client who had me completely on fucking edge. I won't name names. My system was fucking fried. And even though I was surrounded by beauty, by peace, by ocean, by relaxation, my body just, couldn't feel it. And Eddie and I were meditating on the lanai in Maui in his most gorgeous energy, overlooking the ocean, just beautiful. And I was having an actual panic attack. For like 2 days straight, I would just have panic attacks. My body couldn't handle it.
She couldn't relax. She couldn't shift out of that intensity.
Yeah, exactly. I was so confused, right? Because my nervous system didn't just trust it yet. It didn't trust peace. It was still waiting for the next fire to put out. And I had to just trust myself and let go and go through it, not force a shift, even though it was clearly very uncomfortable and scary. And once I did, it was like I landed a whole new frequency, right? It clicked in, but I had to move through the discomfort first,
Yeah, it's very real, because when you take all that crap out of your system and suddenly there's silence, there's possibility, there's peace. Your ego's like, wait a minute, where's my fight? Where's my drama? Who am I without this stuff? Bring me my stuff back.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. It feels bizarre because it's a whole new thing, right? Because you're stepping into a field that you haven't lived in yet. But it's, or haven't lived in for a while, but it's always been yours.
So if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel wobbly, if you feel like you're floating between the old you and the new you, that's not failure. That's the work.
Yeah, that's to feel
That's what
like
we're talking about.
Yeah, that's to feel like recalibrating around you. That's the static clearing. That's the space where the new frequency can actually fucking land, right?
Yeah. I think the mistake a lot of people make is that they panic when it feels unfamiliar, and then they run back to what's comfortable, even if it's shit they hated.
Yeah, don't fucking do that.
Don't do that.
Hold the line. Hold the door. Hold the new frequency, at least long enough for it to stabilize within you.
Yeah, the field is already lined up. So your job is to hold the new frequency steady long enough for it to become who you are without questioning it every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm. And, once you hold it, even just for a little bit, you'll feel it. You'll feel the click. You'll feel the momentum start rolling in your favor, because now your field is speaking a different language.
Yeah, you're not reaching anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're aligned. The frequency that holds everything you've been calling in, it's already locked into your field. And the life you want starts moving toward you without a fight.
Yeah. So now that you're starting to shift your
there's
field,
more.
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Now that you're starting to shift your field and you're holding new frequency, let's talk about where you put your focus. Because your focus, that's the steering wheel of your energy.
Where you focus your attention is where your power flows. It's where your creation flows. You can be tuned perfectly, but if you keep staring at the old shit that you're trying to leave, if you keep looking behind you, guess what? You're feeding that old energy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like riding a motorcycle, for those who ride motorcycles. Where you turn your head, that's where the bike's going to go. Your energy follows focus. A lot of people get stuck because they clear their field, but they keep checking in with their past every 5 minutes, They're tuned to a new station, but they keep turning the dial back to the old noise just to see if it's still there.
Yeah, and when you do that, you slow your own momentum. You reattach to the frequencies you just cleared.
Yeah, your focus has to match your field. Your attention has to stay locked on the version of you you're stepping into, not the version that you left behind.
Yeah. But it's not about ignoring reality.
Yeah.
It's about choosing where you want your energy to build. It's about deciding what garden you're going to water.
Yeah. Because if you spend all day focusing on fear or what's not working or what's missing, you're basically grabbing the microphone and just shouting it out, into the field.
Yeah. So focus is an amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
It will grow whatever you're feeding it, good or bad, conscious or unconscious.
Remember that, good or bad. So if you're focusing on trust, on gratitude, on the inevitability of your expansion, you're stacking power inside your field every time you do it.
You're not trying to fake anything. You're not bullshitting yourself. You're just consciously choosing to live from the frequency you've aligned with.
Yeah. And every single time that happens, every time that you notice yourself drifting, acknowledge it. Gently guide your focus back and consciously move towards the frequency that you've chosen. It's about awareness, intention, and consistently choosing the new reality you're building moment by moment.
There's more. But wait.
So we're tuned in, right? You're holding the freaking frequency. You're focusing your energy like the badass fucking creator that you are. And now comes the part that makes or breaks it. Surrender!
And surrender isn't what most people think it is. It's not giving up. It's not checking out. It's not sitting on your ass just hoping that shit magically falls into your lap.
Yeah, surrender is active.
Yeah.
You know, it's a decision. It's saying, I know it's already mine. I don't have to claw at it. I don't have to beg for it. I'm living like it's done right now.
You know who did this perfectly? Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
Before anyone
That's
knew
great.
his name, he wrote himself a check for $10 million, no joke, and dated it like 5 years into the future. He'd drive up to Mulholland and sit in his car and just imagine it was already done. No hustle, no begging, just vibing with the frequency like that life was already his.
Yeah, and the cool part about that story was that, you know, right before that date hit, he landed Dumb and Dumber for, guess what, $10 million. People think that's luck or Hollywood stuff, but no, that's energy work. That's surrender. He wasn't chasing, he was holding the frequency steady right up until it showed up.
Yeah, surrender is how you stay open. It's how you stop micromanaging the how, the when, and the what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, because when you're obsessing over the timing, when you're, you know,
Easy to
stalking
do.
your manifestation, you know, you're not in alignment anymore. You're in lack, you're in fear. And I think that's the toughest part to do, right?
Yeah.
There's also Helen Gladsell. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
known for winning over 1,000 prizes, you know, like real stuff, vacation, appliances, lotto, a freaking house. She didn't even try to win. She aligned her energy with receiving.
She'd imagine herself celebrating, feel it like it already happened and let it go. She didn't get desperate or spiral when it didn't show up right away. She just kept her field open and the universe kept delivering to her.
And that's the energetic trust that must happen. That's surrender without collapse. She stayed available and the field matched her again and again.
Yeah, real surrender is pure trust in motion. It's breathing deeper when the mind wants to panic. It's moving forward like the thing you asked for is already breathing down your neck.
Because it is. It's right there, just outside the layer of fear that you're willing to release.
You're not waiting for the universe to give you something. The universe is already delivering. Surrender is how you keep the door open long enough to let it come through.
And yeah, you know, sometimes it'll like look like nothing's happening for a minute or two or a month or two. Sometimes it'll look like crickets. Sometimes it'll feel like you're walking blind.
But it's a practice.
Yeah.
And that's where most people fuck it up. That's when people panic and slam the door shut right before the shit is about to break through.
Yeah. You're not doing that.
No,
Yeah.
you're not doing
You're
that.
not pulling the plug on yourself anymore. You're holding your frequency. You're trusting your field. You're letting it fucking land.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. So now it's time for,
Soul spark, rebel move, and power statement.
what the fuck is that? All right. So this is the part of the episode where we give you your soul spark and your rebel move. And moving forward, they used to be called journal prompts and action moves.
Yes.
It's got a
we're
whole new vibe.
officially renaming things to give them the energy that they actually deserve. Our journal prompts are now called soul sparks
Yes.
because they're not just reflections. They're ignition points for your inner magic.
And our action steps, they're now rebel moves.
Rebel moves.
Because
Rebel moves.
because you're not just thinking differently, you're moving differently, anchoring that energy into the real world.
Yeah. And we're going to add something new starting this week. Your weekly power statement. It's just a short, potent affirmation or mantra to lock in the frequency you're working with.
Yeah, so from now on, each episode gives you a soul spark to reflect on, a rebel move to embody, a power statement to claim, and a meditation to energetically integrate it all.
All right. Let's get into it. Get out your pen and paper and let's go.
Yeah,
pause the video if you need to.
Yeah, pause it. And this one was tough because, we've gone through a lot of stuff and it's very hard to just pick one thing.
Yeah.
But,
I know there are so many good ones that we can work with, but for the podcast, we're going to keep it short and sweet and save the deeper dives for the upcoming courses that we're super psyched to share with you, by the way.
Ooh, yes, the courses are going to be fire. Okay, so your soul spark for this week is, what does my life look and feel like when I'm fully aligned with abundance?
What does my life look like when I'm fully aligned with abundance?
Now, describe it vividly with unapologetic detail. What do my days look like? Who am I surrounded by? What emotions are most dominant for me in this abundant life? What physical environment am I living in? How do I treat myself, my body, my time, my energy when I am fully supported? Give it all you got. Go all out. You got this.
Your rebel move is do one bold thing today that matches the frequency of the life you're calling in. Even if it feels a little wild, risky, or bigger than you're used to, that's the point. Stretch your field. Apply for something you thought you weren't ready for. Raise your rates, or ask for a raise, or claim your value out loud. Move your body like you're already the abundant version of you. Dance, dress, walk with that energy today, now, right meow.
Plain and small isn't going to cut it, Move today like the version of you who already lives in the life you're calling in. Fuel it. Believe it. It's already yours.
Incremental moves stack big energy, and that's how you start shifting timelines for real.
Wait, did you just say timelines?
The timeline shifter junkie.
No, you're speaking my language, but that's for a whole other episode. Okay. All right.
And finally, your weekly power statement. I'm already aligned with everything I desire. I claim my life, my power, and my path right now. I'm already aligned with everything I desire. I claim my power and my path right now.
Breathe it in, let it land, and keep moving from that place. Repeat it daily and write it down. Write it down.
All right. Who's ready for a little meditation?
Beep.
Okay, if you're driving or doing anything that needs your full focus, pause here and come back to the meditation later. Okay? But for now, get comfortable, either sitting or laying down, and close your eyes. Let your hands rest wherever they feel the most supported. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale slowly through the mouth. Again, breathing in deeply, feeling your ribs expand, and breathing out, fully letting everything soften. One more, the deepest breath yet, filling your lungs, your belly, and exhale, letting your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel yourself dropping deeper into your body. Feel the weight of your body being fully supported by the earth beneath you. Just be right here, right now. As you continue to breathe, imagine a soft golden light above your head. Bright, warm, radiant. This light begins pouring down through the crown of your head, slowly filling your entire body from the top down. Every breath, feel it move down your body, starting at your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Feel the golden light relaxing your neck, your shoulders, your arms as it moves all the way down to your fingers. With every breath, the golden light flows into your chest, your heart, your belly, your hips, and your legs, all the way into your feet. You are glowing now from the inside out. Every cell in your body is being recharged and renewed and realigned with this beautiful golden light. Now put your awareness at the soles of your feet. Feel strong, beautiful roots growing down into the earth, deep, wide, powerful. These roots connect you to the energy of abundance, the energy of stability, the energy of pure, limitless support. Feel how anchored you are. Feel how steady, how nourished you are. Begin to bring your awareness to any old emotions lingering in your field. Any spaces, any fear, any shame, sadness, doubt. You don't need to chase them. Just allow them to rise up to your awareness. As they come forward, breathe into them with compassion. Feel the golden light with every breath moving through those spaces, softening them, soothing them, dissolving the stuckness. Let it untangle any belief that says you're not worthy, not safe, or not enough. Let those energies be released now. As you exhale, release all those energies down through your roots into the earth to be transmuted. Breathe in the golden light. Feel those energies fully cleared, fully loved. Breathe into this new spaciousness you've just created. Now, bring your awareness to your heart space. Open your heart space. As you move into your heart space, you see a doorway into the life that you are calling in. A doorway into the life that already lives inside you. As you step through this doorway, you step fully into your abundant reality. See it all around you. Where are you? What does your environment look like? Bright, open, alive? What colors surround you? What scents fill the air? Feel the energy of this life pulsing all around you. Vibrant, joyful, free. Notice the version of you living here. Notice the way you walk, steady, confident, relaxed. The way you smile, open, grounded, whole. The way you breathe, deep, easy, full of trust. Notice how you move through your day. Purpose, with excitement, with peace. The relationships around you feel so expansive. The opportunities you're meeting feel natural, inevitable, easy. Everything is aligned. Everything is flowing. And all of it is the reflection of the energy you are holding inside yourself right now. Breathe this vision into every cell of your being. Let it settle deeper. Let it become part of your energetic blueprint. This is you, fully remembered. Take a deep breath, embodying this feeling, this sensation. Now, gently start bringing your awareness back to your physical body. Feel the golden light still surrounding you, holding you. Feel the support of the earth underneath you. Feel your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And when you're ready, open your eyes. You will carry this frequency into everything you touch. It is yours. It has always been yours.
Whew, that was beautiful. Thank you, Ed.
Oh.
And so, you've gotten a little taste of what it takes to manifest, clearing your field, the noise, and remembering the power that's been with you this whole time.
And you're not doing it alone. We're right here doing it with you, clearing, trusting, stretching, choosing every single day.
And don't forget your soul spark this week. What does my life look and feel like when I'm fully aligned with abundance? What does my life look like and feel when I'm fully aligned with abundance. Describe it vividly. Go all out.
Your rebel move is do one bold thing today that matches the frequency of the life you're calling in. Even if it feels a little wild or risky at this point, that is the point. Stretch your field.
And your power statement is, I am already aligned with everything I desire. I claim my life, my power, and my path right now.
And the meditation, come back to it anytime you need to root deeper into the frequency of abundance, trust, and alignment.
And if this episode lit something up inside of you, share it with someone you love. Help us build this community, one rebel soul at a time, to support and help each other on our journeys. And make sure to follow us on all your favorite podcast apps and hit that like button and come hang with us on all the socials at Rebel Woo Podcast.
Also, make sure you don't miss our next week's episode, where we're diving into rewriting your money story and how your energy field shapes your entire relationship with wealth. It's a fun one.
Yeah, it's going to be powerful. So you're not going to want to miss this one. And
thanks for showing up. Thanks for doing the work. We love you. We see you. We're walking it with you. One bold move at a time.
And remember, lead with your soul, keep breaking the fucking rules, and keep living your truth. See you on the next episode.